Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and yeah, Poe is burrowed into that blanket once again. Just chilling, vibing over there for us to get back to yet another Amberlynn read upload. Although, don't get too used to Amberlynn uploads because allegedly, according to her community tab post, she is done until December 1st. I think she made this post after she posted this video that we're about to react to, but she did post something saying, "Thank you for the ongoing support. I'll be back on December 1st. Till then, stay safe and stay warm." So I guess we have to wait until December 1st to get her 3-minute long daily Vlogmas uploads. Can you even wait? Aren't you so excited for Vlogmas with Amberlynn Reed this year? And in general, it seems that Amberlynn is still in her ongoing pursuit to find Rarity, whatever that looks like for her. We might find out a little bit more about that today from the video that she posted. It's called The Truth, and it seems like it's probably most likely just another video of her sitting at Tommy's dining room table where she is just yapping for however long. Maybe we'll actually get some updates about Rarity. I don't really know. I haven't actually seen all that much chatter about this video anywhere, despite it being posted, I think, like a couple days ago. The thumbnail does seemingly show her in front of the sliding glass door that she left open for 20 minutes that allowed Rarity to get out. I guess if I had any predictions about what this video would be, it's probably going to be some level of lecturing about, I don't know, how this isn't her fault, that Tommy is amazing and wonderful. Really, I can't imagine she'd have much more to say if it's not just an update that's like, I found Rarity, which I don't think that it is. I feel like if that was what this video was about, I would have seen a lot more people talking on the internet about it. And with that being said, I also don't know the order of this being posted or not, but Amberlynn did post an Instagram story that showed screenshots of messages from a person on Instagram named Tay9441, and this person reached out to both Amberlynn and Tommy, and honestly, truly sent some just like real nasty, hateful things, to be honest with you. Calling Tommy slurs, talking about how fat Amberlynn is, and in general, like wishing death upon them. Just like really fucked up and vile behavior that I don't really understand what the point is. Like, I don't understand why this person would think that this was going to help anything, that this was going to help Rarity get home faster, that this was gonna motivate Amberlynn to do anything more or less than she was already doing. And I can say from my own personal Instagram DMs and inboxes and things like that, that like, unfortunately being a part of the internet is having crazy people like this slide into your DMs and say hateful ass shit. And certainly Amberlynn does not deserve to be talked to that way, or anybody really doesn't deserve to be talked to that way. And I know sometimes people are like, yeah, but Amberlynn is like awful and she let her cat out and blah, 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 blah. And I feel that, and you could feel any type of way you want about that. But I just like genuinely don't understand how, if you're a person who cares about a cat, cares about a living human being, cares about anything whatsoever, like why you think that that's going to be the most productive thing to help Amberlynn find her cat. The reality is that you're not coming from a place of care. You're not coming from a place of genuinely wanting that cat rescued. You're just an asshole. Now, what I will say is, like, Amberlynn realistically probably could be spending her time better than giving these people in her DMs the attention that they probably want. And so similarly, advice that I would give to Amberlynn is like, what is this doing to help you find your cat? It's not. Like, it's not helping you find Rarity any quicker. You are probably giving your attention to the wrong things, and you should probably reevaluate that a little bit as well. But also, she's probably distressed. When you're stressed out and people are saying rude, hurtful things to you, you know, like, who is to stop you from doing anything? She's probably not making great judgment calls right now because she's probably really struggling with the fact that she, intentionally or not, let her cat out under her watch. So anyways, all of that to say, that stuff happened on the internet outside of Amberlynn's YouTube channel. And now we're gonna get ready to watch this new video that Amberlynn posted on her channel this weekend. The video is called The Truth, period. And it is 10 minutes and 57 seconds long. And again, I'm fairly positive it's just mostly gonna be her sitting in this chair that she has filmed almost all of her content in for the past month or so. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about it. So let's get to, shall we?
Hey guys, welcome to my video. This video is going to be updates on Rarity, my cat that is missing, and also questions and concerns that I've seen float around. I want to do my diligence. And
I love the concept of questions and concerns that she's seen float around, i.e. probably watching some reaction channels, keeping up with the comments over on their channels and things like that.
Like answering questions, because it just seems like a lot of people are confused, and I know there is a section of people who watch me who stay confused on purpose. I'm not making this video for them. I'm making this video for my supporters and for people who actually care about Rarity. So
Sure. It's not for the haters, just for the record. She's not doing this for the haters. It's for the people genuinely concerned. Which also, by the way, like, just remember when she talks about people being confused and stuff like that, like, the only person out here doing any confusing of any information is Amberlynn, and her inability to tell the story accurately in a way that makes sense, whoever, whatever. Like, she's really bad at communication, and usually when, like, big stuff like this happens, there is a lot of confusion because she just doesn't give, like, the full details, or she says things in a confusing way. And I know one of the examples, for instance, is just, like, the timeline of it all. Like, I think a lot of people are confused about when specifically, like, Rarity went missing. And that's in large part due to her, like, saying, like, I wasn't even going to say anything about this until a reaction channel posted about it.
The big question is, like, what day did she go missing? Did she go missing while you were at the Billie Eilish concert? Like, I'm confused why you're at a concert while your cat is missing. Like, what? Billie Eilish concert happened on the 14th. Rarity went missing very early in the morning on the 17th. I was not at a Billie Eilish concert while my cat was missing. I can tell you that. Every time I upload a video,
I can tell you that. I will say, if you're confused about the Billie Eilish concert, like, she did post some disclaimers about how that was filmed before Rarity went missing. My understanding was that was not what was the confusing aspect of it, because I think the original Facebook post that people found said that she went, like, missing that day or whatever. They basically made those videos as soon as they found that, but then she came on and was like, oh, well, Rarity went missing 2 days ago or something like that. Like, I think those are the things that are confusing. If people are genuinely confused by the Billie Eilish stuff, like, you're either being willfully ignorant or you're just ignorant. Like, she explained, I think, pretty decently in those videos that content was pre-recorded.
Now, the question is, why are you doing that instead of looking for your cat? My answer to that is pretty simple. Two things can happen at once. I'm working and I'm also trying to look for my missing cat. I'm literally in my bed, in the dark, editing my videos at like 2 a.m. As it's snowing. Yes, please do not remind me that it is snowing and my cat is outside. I just hope that there is a loving person who found her and is currently taking care of her and just haven't contacted, like, the animal shelter or anything. That
I will say, I still have a cough. It's, like, ongoing, won't leave me alone. It's really annoying. I don't know what to do about it. Do not feel the need to give me unsolicited advice in the comments about it. I've, like, talked to medical professionals. It's very frustrating, very irritating, and hopefully eventually it will disappear. But anyways, all that to say is, like, I don't actually, like, have or take issue with her posting this content after the fact instead of, I don't know, like, I think a lot of people's argument is that, like, she should be out at all hours of the day searching for her cat. And I think, one, if we take into account who Amberlynn is, that's just unrealistic. Like, it's not like she's going to be physically walking around her neighborhood for all hours of the day looking for Rarity. But two, like, if you think about the work Amberlynn does when it comes to editing videos and stuff, it's not like she's spending a ton of time doing the editing of this like already filmed content that she already had on her phone prior to losing Rarity. But yeah, I don't have too much issue with her posting a couple of videos of pre-recorded content. And at this point, it sounds like she's not going to be posting any more content until December.
That is my absolute hope in this. I go through random moments where I literally have the biggest breakdowns, and I'm like, all right here is so dry and painful. Even just like touching it hurts because all I do is cry, it feels like.
Okay.
And I'm just becoming literally a shell of a person. Rarity was everything to me. Like, I know some of you guys would joke around that Rarity was my favorite of the three. That's not true. I don't have a favorite, but you guys would joke about...
Did people joke about that? Maybe I'm just on the wrong side of Amberlynn's internet, because I feel like people didn't really think she liked any of the cats or any of the pets. So, I don't know. I don't know that anybody would be like, oh my god, Amberlynn has a favorite, because I think most of the internet thinks that she doesn't take care of her animals very well, so that's interesting to me.
About that. I loved her a lot. She just like followed me everywhere, literally everywhere, no matter what room I was in, no matter what I was doing.
Followed you everywhere except to stay in the house when you left the door open, girl. All right, okay.
She was there. So in vlogging moments, you guys saw that because she was always there. Like, she just was attached to my hip.
Well, she wasn't always in every vlog. In fact, there were lots of vlogs where none of your pets were there, and because of that, everybody on the internet questioned if you even still had your pets at different points. So...
And she was just my little best friend.
I also don't want to, here's the thing. I don't want to make too much light. Like, it's a really hard balance for me when it comes to this topic in particular. Because I'm sensitive, I think a lot of people approach this in all kinds of different ways because people have such strong feelings and emotions connected to animals, connected to pets, this, that, the other. A lot of people's response has been, I'm so upset with Amberlynn because how could she let this happen? Like, how could she do this? This is terrible. I can't believe she left an opportunity for her cat to get out. And I think that's 100% a valid way to feel. I am approaching this from like how I would feel in this situation. I mean, granted, I would not probably be in this situation, but you never know. Mistakes do happen. And so for me, I'm like, I would be very sad to lose a pet, and like I can empathize and sympathize with her on that end. And also there's that side of me that's like, Amberlynn, how did you do this? Why did you do this? I'm so frustrated with you. And so it's like, aspects of me are just like, girl, please, like, I don't need another video of you sitting here telling me how you're a shell of a person. And in that case, I do kind of feel like instead of sitting down here, like, go do something else to find your cat. But, you know, it is what it is. I think, like, it is reasonable that she's coming on here to try to provide some level of update for the people who are concerned. I hope that Rarity is okay.
Have her into, like, the hardest part of it all is the unknown. Where is she? Is she hurting? Is she scared? Is she cold? Like,
probably.
Does she feel lonely? Like,
probably.
It's just so much. Or is she having the freaking time of her life? Like, the world
probably not. Probably not. I would guess your cat, who has primarily lived inside of a warm home, primarily even warm homes in like the southern part of the United States previously, like, is probably not having a good time in Wisconsin where it's snowing.
It's her oyster. I don't know. Cats don't run away, they explore. And they explore too hard, and then they get lost. That's what happened with Rarity. She didn't run away. People were wondering, was she stressed? No. She acted...
Y'all, I know somebody commented that the cough drop was too much for them and their, like, audio sensory needs and things like that. I also can't stop coughing today. I don't know what the issue is, so I'm just gonna have a cough drop in my mouth. My sincere apologies if that is annoying to some people. I totally get it. Anyways, all of that to say, I'm so fascinated by her trying to sit here and differentiate. Did my cat run away? Or is she just a super adventurous soul who's, like, trying to eat, pray, love her way through Wisconsin right now? Like, please be serious. Like, what do the semantics of this matter? Like, I get why she's trying to say this, because I think she thinks that if people think that Rarity ran away, that means that Rarity must have been so stressed and uncomfortable in this situation and she just needed to get away from Amberlynn. But the reality is who gives a shit, you know? Like, your cat left through an open sliding glass door that you left open, and now you need to just prioritize finding that cat and not sitting here going over the semantics of, is she just an adventurous soul, or did she run away because she hates me? Like, please be serious.
I feel like she owned this house. I was like, Tommy, I think you have a new owner of this house, and it is Rarity. Rarity isn't like a scared cat. Like, she handles herself so well. She adapts so well. Like, she's just a smart little kitty.
Yeah, because you've put her through shit. She's gone on, like, several hour-long car rides in the past year of her life. Like, yeah, she's been forced to adapt because you put her in those situations, girly pop.
And she loved it here. Like, this is really sad, but literally this video I'm about to show you is her laying on Tommy a night before she went missing.
I don't need to see Tommy Salami. I really don't. What is the point of this? What update is this giving? Is this just supposed to be, like, more Tommy positive PR of, like, Tommy had nothing to do with Rarity leaving. Look at how much Rarity loved Tommy. I don't give a shit. Go find your cat. I really have such a low tolerance for Tommy Salami these days. Like, very low. Like, do not give a shit about Tommy, TBH. Those purrs are great, though. What a sweet cat. What a sweet cat.
She's happy, she's content, she's purring, and it just breaks my heart that, like, she explored too hard, and now I can't.
She explored too hard. She explored too hard. She explored her way right out the door that I left open. Please, Amberlynn, be serious.
Find her, and I feel like I'm failing, but I'm doing everything I can. I will not be crying in this video.
Well,
I'm being attacked for crying. I'm being attacked for not crying. I'm being told there's no tears when I am crying.
Well, there were.
I'm being told, why are you so horrible? You're not crying. Like, it's just like, what is happening? I don't know.
Y'all are so bad for criticizing her, for being skeptical about her feelings and emotions, despite the fact that over time on her channel she's been manipulative with her own feelings and emotions.
Oh, which kind of reminds me, people were like, why were you smirking? Why weren't you crying in this video? If you guys remember that video, it's because there was mixed company here. I wasn't the only one here. Tommy wasn't the only one here. There was mixed company, and it's not people I normally film in front of, so I was feeling a little awkward and a little, like, shy a little bit. People noticed that I seemed a little off. That is why.
You always seem a little off, diva.
We're also asking if the Tommy's Rumors video, which this one right here, was filmed while Rarity was missing. No, absolutely not. People are also asking, like, why do I...
Well, you did, in fact, say she went missing, like, 2 days ago, and that was the same day it was posted, so I think that's a reasonable ask or question.
Talking in past tense. Like, why did I say, I know you guys loved her, instead of saying, I know you guys love her? My anxiety and my mental health is so bad that my brain keeps going to the worst case scenario. I'm trying more than anything to stay positive and to think positive and to just, like, do my diligence as a pet owner. There is a small amount of defeat inside of me, and I don't want to give up. When you hear me speak in past tense, that is why. Is because I'm just having so much anxiety and fear and stuff that it's really getting in my head. Another question I'm getting is, why isn't the yard fenced in? It is a fenced in yard. Another question is like...
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't see people asking about that, but I assume that even if it was a fenced yard, like, cats climb all over the fucking place, you know? Like, that. I don't know that a fence in a backyard would stop a cat from, like, getting up to places that they want to go and, like, climbing over the fence and piecing the fuck out if they want to, you know?
Bro, Amberlynn, like, how did you not notice that the door was open and you let the dogs out? So yesterday I actually filmed exactly what happened and how it happened, so here it is. Okay, guys, so instead of explaining how it happened, I want to show you how it happened. I did just get out of the shower, so my hair is wet. And
girl, I don't give a fuck about your hair right now. We're sitting here talking about your lost cat. Who cares, bro?
Yes, don't mind that. So usually I take the dogs out. And this curtain is usually open. So I just close it like that. But when it happened, it was 5 a.m. Yes. And this is closed. And when I closed this door, I thought I closed the door. It seemed like I did. I was half asleep with a million things on my mind. And this
is, I mean, maybe it's just so different for me because, like, in Chicago, when I take Poe out to go to the bathroom, like, I don't have a choice. Like, I can't just let him out a back door and let him go potty in the backyard or whatever. But I imagine, even if I did have one, like, I would sit there and watch and make sure that, like, he wasn't up to no good. I would sit there and make sure that he was fine while he went outside. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just, like, a different mindset because, like, I live in a different environment and honestly, truly, like, anytime that Poe has to go out to the bathroom, like, I have to physically walk outside with him and go around the block so that he can do his business. But I just can't. For me, I'm, like, struggling to be like, you weren't even, like, sitting there watching for your pets to come back in or, like, for your dogs. I do know. I guess, like... Honestly, if I think back to when I didn't live in the city, or if I think back to, like, I could think of, like, a family friend who had dogs that they, like, let out into their backyard and stuff like that. And maybe it's possible that they weren't sitting there staring the whole time, but, like, I don't know. I would also think, like, I would just want to make sure that I was, like, cognizant, even if it is 5 a.m. I don't know. Mistakes happen, but this feels like such a... I mean, I'm sure Amberlynn is kicking herself, too. It seems like such an easy mistake that could have been so accounted for.
This is how far I left it open. Like, the most simple mistake of the world can happen in less than a second. And literally ruin and shatter your whole life. Like, a lot of people were confused saying that I leave the door open for the dogs to go outside. No. It happened after the dogs came back inside. And the only reason I noticed is because the spot you guys always see me sitting in is literally right here. This is the dining room, by the way. So after I let the dogs back in... Oh,
there's a dog outside right now.
I was just doing things around the house. It was like 20 minutes later. I sat down in the chair, and I felt like a super cold breeze, and I was like, that's weird. And then I put 2 and 2 together. I came over here. It's like I said, these were closed. I opened these...
I also am like, you didn't even move the curtain out of the way for the pets to get back in or out. Like, that part doesn't make sense to me. So now if I understand correctly, it wasn't necessarily that she just, like, according to her at least, it wasn't that she just let them out and that she wasn't paying attention to the dogs and she left the thing. But that doesn't make any sense either, because she said it was open. Well, I guess it could have been open for 20 minutes before she realized that she didn't shut it all the way. I don't know. I think, if anything, this is just making the story more confusing for me, and maybe I'm just a fucking dumbass, and that's why it's so confusing for me. But I'm just, like, not getting it. I'm just really not. Because I guess back to my original point, is if you were letting, like, if what happened is that after you let your dogs back in, you just didn't close it all the way, why would that curtain have been closed? You made your dogs walk through the curtain to get back inside? Like, that is the part I don't understand. That doesn't make no sense to me. I don't know. This story just sounds more dumb now, honestly. It makes me just think it's a stupider situation than it previously was.
I, like, peeked around the corner and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then that's when I knew. That's when I knew. And a lot of people are confused on, like, when it happened. It was the 17th at, like, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I'm telling you, we searched this house high and low and searched, like, surrounding areas outside of the home. And then that's when we put it online that Rarity was missing, and the haters have officially made it to where Rarity's poster is even being taken down from websites because of the fake Twinkie one, which is so unfair and so wrong, and it's taking away, ultimately saving Rarity's life. Like, it is literally that easy.
I listen, also, I mean, I do agree that, like, the people who posted the fake Twinkie nonsense, dumb. Like, again, going back to, what do y'all really want? Like, are you really actually invested in, like, Rarity finding it to a safe place and a safe home? No. If you're posting fake Twinkie posters, if you're sending Amberlynn violent messages and things like that, like, none of that is, like, actually geared towards wanting to help Rarity get home, you know? It's taking away from efforts of people in the Wisconsin community who might be able to, not the DMs, but the fake Twinkie posts. It's taking away resources and time from people who are dedicated to helping find lost pets. It's getting people to take down actual legitimate posts that might help find lost pets. And it's just ultimately not helpful. And I personally hope that Rarity is safe somewhere.
For it to happen, and so many of you have contacted me on Instagram saying that, like, the same thing has happened to you guys, where, like, cats can slip out the door in literally half of a second.
It's
like,
true.
I am always so...
It's true. It was also more than half a second, to be clear and fair.
Mindful and careful about things like this. I know that Rarity is adventurous. I know that she has the desire to explore literally everything. But I always have to be super careful. But, like, I literally thought I closed the door because it's a routine that I do every single day. And I'm being called neglectful for it. And it just, like, it hurts. And it's like, if you call me neglectful for that, then you're calling every single person who has a missing animal neglectful.
Skinny people also leave the door open and let their pets out, you guys. You're not just impacting me, you're impacting everybody. It's always just very funny to me that she always wants to, like, anytime she gets criticism, wants to point out that other people do these things too, as if, like, that doesn't make them also bad. I also do stand by, like, I do think mistakes happen, and I think that this could have been just, like, a huge, terrible mistake on Amberlynn's part. And I also think it's fair to be like, girl, this is literally the only real responsibility you have in your life is to take care of these pets and animals, and for people to be frustrated that she let this cat out unintentionally.
That's not the case. Mistakes genuinely happen. I am literally beating myself up constantly. I blame myself wholeheartedly for Rarity being missing. Like, I am so beyond worried that there's just no words to express the pain and the regret that I have. I should have been more careful, but neglectful, no. I'm not that. Did I make a huge, massive mistake? Yes.
And I think also the other thing to keep in mind is that, like, people aren't also basing their assessments of her being neglectful on just this one instance. I know everybody comes into the Amberverse at different times and with different contexts and knowledge and understanding about who she is as a person. But this is after a series of concerns about her being a neglectful pet parent. I mean, it's been a while since, like, the Twinkie, Chili's, Applebee's situation happened. It's been a while since the Gracie thing happened. But even just in recent history, since she moved to Oklahoma, people were concerned about her cat's litter boxes because she came on and made this, like, wild claim that she got brand new litter boxes every other month. And people are like, that is not a thing that most cat parents do. Like, if you are literally taking care of your cat's litter box on a regular basis, there's no need to replace them that often. And so people had questions about that. Also in her apartment in Oklahoma, there was a video of a bowl of cat food sitting on the counter that was just overflowing with cat food, and people talked about how that was like a concern about her parenting as a cat parent. And so it's just like, know that when people are saying that she's neglectful as a pet owner, that it's not just because of this one mistake, but a series of poor choices that she's made on her channel.
And I'm gonna have to live with that. Again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support. You guys have been contacting me and Tommy every single time there is like a missing gray and white cat found. And it's been really helpful.
Okay, good.
Someone messaged and said that they saw a missing gray and white cat actually close to where we are. So that helps us, like, we stay in our neighborhood when we go out and look. And now we're also going to that spot where someone said that it might have been her that they saw. I have posted all kinds of flyers. Tommy has posted flyers.
Stunning.
We have called shelters. I have messaged shelters. We have gone outside. We have gone on foot. We have gone in the truck very slow, with flashlights, without flashlights. We have called her name. We have called her nicknames. We have left out food, the litter, clothes. Anything that she can smell and be like, whoa, that's home. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be posting a money cash reward.
I think I did. I wasn't going to post anything here because I think it has like a number of her like personal details and information about like location and stuff. But I did see a screenshot going around that she's like offering a $500 reward, I think, for Rarity.
I feel like sometimes people will find a cat, especially Rarity, and just see how sweet and loving she is and probably want to keep her. So I'm hoping that, like, if someone does have her, they'll see the cash reward and they'll say, you know what, I'd rather have the cash. I don't know. Why are, like, cash rewards a thing? I feel like that's the reason why. And it also gives people more of a reason to help look for her.
Okay.
I don't know. But I'm letting you guys know that Tommy and I are doing everything we can. And it's just like, I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. It feels like I can't continue on with my life until I find her, and it just feels heavy and it feels lonely. And instead of letting like the depression and the pain of losing Rarity keep me from doing what I have to do on a day-to-day basis, her well-being is what is pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. I just don't really know what else to say about the situation. Like, I just beat myself up constantly, and I literally hate myself right in this current moment because it's like, why couldn't I have just closed the fucking door the whole way? Like,
That's a solid, amazing, wonderful question. I don't know. I also personally am going through like more serious depression than I have in a long time, and I don't know if she's saying anything that resonates with me right now in this moment. It's just that like, when you are like going through it, and maybe this really has nothing to do with her, and I'm just thinking about my own life. And maybe this has nothing, it really has nothing to do with her, but it is so hard when you are, I'll say it's so hard for me right now to keep pushing when I feel like I'm also just feeling some of the most depressed I've ever been. And sometimes you just gotta keep going. I don't know. Who is this for? What am I saying this for? I don't know. If you're out there feeling like that, just keep going. I'm gonna stop talking because none of this is about me, and I don't know why I went down this path outside of like, this is what happens when you have mental illness, let's fucking go. I got a therapy appointment tomorrow. No worries, divas.
I really don't understand why it had to happen. I am one of those people who are like, everything happens for a reason, but bro, I can't find a reason for this. Thankfully, it's no longer snowing. It has completely melted. So maybe she'll find her way back home before I find her. The looking and the finding and the posting has not stopped. Again, if you guys have any more advice that you want to give me, please message me on Instagram. I am willing to take any and all advice. Thank you so much.
I see. That's probably why she is in her DMs and seeing hateful things like that from that person. I think she did make a mistake, though, in sharing that person's post, if only because it's gonna bring more kinds of that energy. My experience on the internet is anytime that I have, like, acknowledged bullshit like that on my, like, that people have sent my way, and I haven't done something, like, for people that intense in a long time, it only just encourages more people to do it. And so I think, unfortunately, she probably got more messages like that because people realize, like, oh, she's giving attention to this right now. But anyways, I think this is over. I left 2 seconds left.
I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
There you go. Now it's done. Now it's over. Anyways, I really do hope that Rarity is found. It's gonna be devastating if, like, one, we just never hear back, like, we just never find Rarity, or worse, like, if we find out that something bad happened to Rarity. And so, honestly, for me, I'm hoping that Amberlynn finds Rarity and she's fine and she's okay, because I think that's the only way, honestly, truly, for this community to find peace. I think if we never find out what happened to Rarity, that it's just never gonna get better. So I hope she's found. I hope she's in good health. I hope she stayed warm during the snowstorms in Wisconsin. And yeah, I don't know. That's, I think, the best that I can do. Obviously, nothing in my video is gonna help bring Rarity home any quicker, any sooner. But I can put positive thoughts out there for Miss Rarity Gray. So that's all I have, and that's probably all we have related to Amberlynn for a while, at least until December 1st, according to her community tab posts. So maybe she can take this break to really focus her energy on taking care of herself, and also finding Rarity Gray as well. That's all I have for today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did and you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!